Oh. Oh, what's this? Is that some cool music? Oh, that's a bit quiet. Oh. Ah, that takes me back. That's a good music theme. Hang on. A little bit more. I think that's okay. Yeah. Hey, welcome to the stream. How's everyone doing today? Did everyone have a good Mar 10? As in Mario March 1.0. Looks a bit like Mario, you know, Mario Day. What a pointless marketing holiday thing. It's like a holiday, I don't know what I'm saying. But you can see boots. There are boots now at the Nintendo World Store in New York. If you want to go, if you live anywhere near there, you can go see Mario's boots. Anyway, enough about Mario. Today is Met 11, Metroid Day. Isn't a thing. Should be a thing. What day would be Metroid Day if you were to make a stupid, bad May the 4th-esque pun-based name? Oh well, whatever. Who cares? We're playing Metroid Prime Remastered. This is one of my favourite GameCube games. Well, the original game version is one of my favourite GameCube games. That has now been brought to the Switch, and I'm very, very excited about it because, like many people, I grew up playing this game. I love this game. And I'm excited to play it again. I haven't played it in years, and now the new Switch version is out with new controls, and it looks great. I'm just looking at this gameplay now, and I'm just like, this game rules. And I'm really looking forward to getting into it. Shall we just get on with it? Yeah. Enough of me waffling. So before we start, a couple of things. I don't know if I'm going to play the full game on stream. And also, I don't know if I'm going to 100% it. I'm going to try, if I do play the whole game on stream, then it's probably going to be a case of I'll try and do 100% of like the collectibles at least. But I don't know if those are all games in on stream, we're going to have to assume we do catch up, or if we're just going to try and melt the whole thing, because this game has quite a bit of backtracking. So I don't know how well that's going to work. In fact, I don't know how well the game's going to play on stream anyway. So we'll see how we go. So it's going to be... I'm hoping... I'm going to go for normal. I'm going to regret that choice. But I'm going to go for normal. Because I think I know enough about this game that I can maybe manage it. I think there might be some voiceover stuff coming in, so in a minute when it loads. Please wait, load takes a while. An unidentified distress beacon has been tracked to a derelict space vessel in orbit above Talon 4.
Cosmos. In the vast universe, the history of humanity is but a flash of light from a lone star. The life of a single person should be lost in space and time. But among the stars, there is one light that burns brighter than all others.
What?
The light of Samus Aran.
Oh.
Her battles extend beyond her life and etch themselves into history. Here, another chapter of that history will be written.
Yeah, so I had the option of keeping that. You can turn that off, that introduction voiceover off. I kind of wish I turned it off because I forgot what it was and how it's not great. I was intrigued, so it's like, I don't remember there being. God, classic, like Metroid introduction music. There she is. It's very like GoldenEye when it does that. It's like it's a really good technique of just getting you into like the first person mode because back in 2002 or 3 when this game originally came out, obviously there'd never been a first person Metroid before, so that whole concept was brand new. And it was very daunting for I think a lot of players because obviously it's a whole new interpretation of a series that they loved. I mean, Super Metroid is one of the greatest video games of all time, so to go into first person was such a big deal. Anyway, I'm getting used to the joystick controls because, like I said, it's a game from 2002, so the original version didn't have this dual stick control scheme that we're using. I'm not 100% sure why that was the original, that wasn't done, because I think a lot of people have been saying around the release of this master that, oh, at the time, that wasn't a thing, but I kind of think it was, because I mean, this came out similar time to Halo, but I feel like there were other games that were kind of doing that dual stick control scheme at that point. I might be wrong, I might be misremembering. But anyway, so Metroid Prime originally only used a single stick control with the second stick, which is the C stick on the GameCube, assigned to different guns. You can kind of see what it was, where you would switch weapons using the C-stick in the bottom right. I don't know what that's going to be on this version, actually. I'm assuming D-pad still does scan visor. Yep, okay. But anyway, so yeah, it's going to take a little bit of getting used to, but cool. Press and hold settle to hold on targets. A is still fire, which is cool. Yes, this is basically... This cold open area is basically just a tutorial section. Get used to the controls. Light up the... Oh, you can just press ZR to go, but that's cool. Oh, and ZR also fires. That's actually kind of good change. I quite like that. This just looks all so much nice. It looks like how I remember it looking. Headlock repressurization successful. Even though, you know, the original developers aren't happy at the how the doors look for some reason. But I get it, because like apparently spent like a long time working on the doors, so which is a weird thing to say, but I guess you kind of get a bit of pride to something that you work really hard on. Anyway, this big dude. God, look at these lighting effects. Love this cold open, like. Sorry, man. Gee, I wonder how we're gonna get to that small hole. If only we're able to use some sort of technique to get through there. Oh wait, I totally can. this is actually missable, which is crazy. It means you can easily lose your 100% score almost immediately 10 minutes into the game, which is a real bold move. Right, so we are here, and we need to get here, basically. Yeah, I think the map is probably the weakest element to this game. Like, it's fine and it's functional, but I don't think it's great. Oops. I keep pressing ZR and A instead of ZL to do the scan stuff. Oh, getting a warning message. Where's well, use left stick whilst holding ZL to strafe around enemies. I would say the twin stick controls immediately feel natural. This works so well. I like missiles with R. You can also use the charge beam to do that, but it's just best to use the missiles. Right, let's see if there's anything we can scan here. Auto turret malfunction. Oh right, yeah, we can turn off the turrets. Parasite fusion stage 1. Parasite larva diagnostic. Mass 1.2. Length 0.5. Cell structure stable.
Recording to logbook.
Forgot about that. A new pirate data entry has been downloaded to your logbook. Space pirate encrypted data decoded. Log 09992.3. Zebus has fallen. All ground personnel are presumed dead. Either killed by the hunter clad in metal or in the subsequent destruction of our underground facilities. Our research frigates Orpheon, Seratius, and Volume Paragon were in orbit at 0 hour and managed to retreat. Frigate Orpheon is now docked at Vortex Outpost. Orpheon's cargo appears to have a 100% survival rate. Metroids are healthy, but on restricted feeding schedules due to uncertain supply status. We are ready to begin research on the Metroids and other promising life forms. Security status remains at code blue. No sight of pursuit from the hunter. Spoiler alert, the hunter is us. Resin infusion stage 3. Mutation initiated. Lab status stable. Yeah, that's a this specimen has been horribly mutated. There are no life readings. That's a big boy. Yeah. Morphology, plasmite, native of Talon 4. Parasite larva, info, harmless unless encountered in large numbers. I think it's also bigger than they usually are. It's in the tropic life form unstable. Use caution. Oh, it's trying to get out. Okay, I don't think there's any more scans to get. Elevator operational. these enemies seem a bit more okay. I take that back. Is there anything we need to scan up here? This is kind of cool because it means they're sort of showing off some of the enemies that we're going to be encountering a bit later. He's fine. He's just asleep. Samus has never killed anyone. Wait, sorry, what was that? Obstruction detected in reactor ventilation system. Access to jet camera approved. Please step on the hologram. How far are we from him? Okay. Not too far from the boss section. Where'd you come from? Door lock enabled. Please insert metallic sphere to open door. It's very weird of the Space Pirates to create a lock that none of them can open and that can only be opened by their worst enemy. Charge me could be used to draw in pickups. I will say it is harder to, now with the twin stick controls, it's harder to move the camera around whilst in charge beam mode. I guess the idea is you only really use charge beam when you're locked on. I would assume is the idea. I guess if you hold ZR actually, no, that solves it, to fire. Now I think about it, I'm just used to the old A button to fire. It's just all these little adjustments from playing the original art. That sort of death caused by cranial trauma. Oh, sounds like he had a headache. Creature looks like it struggled to get through the door. Door lock enabled. Please insert attack sphere. This is a big ominous pit. This is a really cool first boss. The whole thing is sort of gets used to you like strafing around. Right. And you can still hit it whilst Oh, right, yeah, we've got to scan it. I completely forgot about that. Oh, behind you. I fell into the vat of fire. Or plasma, or whatever that's supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be a reactor. Yeah. I should have been playing near the core. Right, we need to get out of here. They're very classic Metroid escape. I really like this opening section. It feels very like a core opener from a very like hard sci-fi film. Actually, can we scan these? Ah, no. Well, there's our exit. Yeah, so those are like the actual... The boss, the Parasite Queen boss that we fought. So that's what size she's supposed to be. Sure, we've got time. And I love the HUD effects in this game. Like when enemies jump right into it, they splat onto your HUD. That's really cool. Actually, we could probably morph ball. I think that'd be quicker. But I've just realised actually, I'm going to regret this. This is going to be a terrible decision. If they are still up there. Because I don't know if we're going to see them again. I haven't got time for this. Hang on. Right, screw it. They're not doing any damage. Oh, Jesus. Oh, wait, hang on. I think we need to... Show it to my map. Oh, god damn it, you're here too. Ridley's alive? So I believe this game is set between Metroid 1 and 2. I think the whole trilogy is actually. Right, let's get out of here. I'm sure nothing will go wrong between now and then. Right. There is suit charge beam, grapple beam. Morph ball. Pretty much everything apart from the standard power beam is basically gone now. Which I think is I think people. Ooh, is it pressurizing? I think some people don't like the fact that they give you all the items at the start of the game and then take them away from you immediately once you kind of get used to using them. But I think it's a really good way of making Samus more powerful in this game as well. Like, I like the start of the game with Samus at her powerfulness, basically. It really feels, it makes the game feel really cool. Tracking on enemy target has been lost. Ground-based recon required. Begin landing sequence. Oh, I hope the rain isn't going to affect like any of the stream stuff. New extras unlocked in the main menu. Welcome to Talon 4, folks. God, this looks so good. And then the music as well. Oops. It's like it's kind of a remix of a classic original Metroid Brinstar theme, but it's just different enough that kind of has its own vibe, and it's just... Right, so which way do we want to go first? I know where we need to go. And I think a lot of our routes are going to be kind of blocked off because we can't access a lot of stuff yet. But kind of want to explore, see what we can do.
Recording to logbook.
Morphology. Beetle. Burrowing insect with a resilient carapace. Extremely aggressive. Right. So I know that's definitely the way we need to go. So as such, let's go explore. There was a cave that we could go down. Like I said, I don't think we're gonna make much progress on it, but it's good to know. Yeah, we'll need the morphle to go there. Morphology. Blast cap. Volatile chemicals within this weed's toxic fungal cap may explode if agitated. Doesn't look like you can look onto it though. Hold on. I think there is a speedrunning trick where you can get like the space jump boots. Now, I'm not going to try it because I'm not 100% how it works, but I believe that's a thing you can do. Oh, you guys again. I think we can scan this guy. Sapsac. Chemical reaction within sac produces violent explosion when agitated. You mean like that? Morphology. Zoomer. Anchors itself to walls and other surfaces. Avoid contact with spikes. Also uses TikTok a lot. Morphology. Kima. Walk-rolling mollusk will react tractable spikes. I think we're only going to be able to make small progress up here, but we can at least get these guys logged. Morphology. Blood flower. Able to eject toxic spores. Toxics are poisonous even to the blood flower itself. But I think you can also... Morphology. Tangleweed. Plant life with basic sentience. Attractive grounded friends. I think this just slows you down, yeah. Just a second. So yeah, it's all coming back to me now. There is a blast shield on the door blocking access. The last indicates the blast shield is invulnerable to beam weapons. Explosive weapons may damage it. Door cannot be opened with that weapon. Well, then we better find a weapon that it's vulnerable to. I wonder if the loading screen's going to be... Yeah. So this is basically just the Metroid Prime's loading screens. I was wondering if they were going to keep those in this version. Apparently so. It is a very, very faithful remaster. Incoming scan data. Abnormal seismic activity detected. Seismic disturbance at ruined site. Well, it's a good thing we're already here. Hive totem. A new Chozo lore entry has been downloaded to your logbook. Chozo script translated. The history of the Chozo stretches back into ancient times, so far into the fog of the past that we know not where. our ancestors came from. One thing is clear, however. The Chozo who colonized Talon 4 made a conscious choice to eschew civilization of advanced technology. We, the Chozo, choose to live in harmony with nature, guided by the providence of the universe. We believe we will spend peaceful days here and plan to leave our words from time to time. Interesting. So it's a different sect to the Chozo. For those not familiar with Metroid, the Chozo are a bird-like race. Kind of... I don't want to say extinct, but Samus basically grew up as one. She's not Chozo, but she was raised by them. And her suit's Chozo made, which is why she's able to sort of harness multiple technology and like the Chozos are warriors, but they also build technology. Usually, obviously, this sect is absolutely against that, but that's their thing. Also, they're birds. Don't think we're going to be able to make it up here. These large branches have been forcibly intertwined, forming what looks like a bridge structure.
Recorded to logbook.
Structure: War Wasp Hive, primarily a primary war wasp dwelling, only vulnerable to heavy weaponry. So, basically missiles. There you go.
Recorded to logbook.
Okay, we're not making it through there. So there's a couple of upgrades in this area that we can't get quite yet, but it's worth making a note. Just in case. Just scan those. They're quite good actually, in this area, just because they always drop lots of health. So they're quite good. Health replenishers. If you're not anywhere near a save room.
Recorded to logbook.
Morphology. Ion. Immobile organisms entirely composed of ocular tissue. Aye aye. What's all this? Basically. Elevated toxicity levels found in tree bark. Scans indicate a poisoned water source within 4 meters of tree base. The new Chozo lore has been downloaded to your logbook. Chozo script translated. Many long years have passed since we Chozo first took root on this land. The passage of time has always been a source of fascination to us. It is the belief of many Chozo sages that the truth of the universe hide within the tumbling currents of time's flow. Even as we search for answers there, however, we find illumination in other, unexpected places. We know not how the ability has come to us, but recently many Chozo have begun to sense things beyond the realm of the ordinary perception. Strange sights and inexplicable sensations fill our minds, filling us with visions. We take this growing ability to be a sign of our burgeoning harmonization with the infinite. Perhaps, finally, the universe's secrets are becoming known to us. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, I don't want to scan this. I want to scan the wasp.
Recording to logbook.
Hate the wasps. Yeah, the wasps are kind of just quite annoying enemies. Annoyingly, we're going to have to fight a bunch of them in a minute. They're not difficult, they're just kind of everywhere. You have to destroy the nest to basically stop them spawning. Don't think there's anything else that needs to get scanned here. And we can't go through that door, so we're going through this one.
Recording to logbook.
Morphology. Plasmite. Small insect capable of storing and releasing thermal energy. They're also good light sources. They're not attacking us, so they should be fine. To not harm them. Yeah, so as said in that log of the tree, the water is poisonous. Because there is a poisoned water source. Missile upgrade. So close. And yet, so far. Right, so basically, it's kind of a trial sort of thing. Just defeat the wasps, shoot the base. I think you have to do that 4 times because there's 4 heads. That's a lot of wasps. I was hoping to make it through this battle without getting hit. I was really confident I could do it. You know what I've just realised? Didn't scan the hive. Well, that's 100% really screwed up. Missile launcher required. Well, I mean... Nice. Got my health. Well, at least we can explore a bit more. Now we have the, now we have some missiles. Yeah, I mean, we'll still try it. We won't... We can't get 100% logbook scans now, but we'll try and, still maybe try to get as many as possible, and also try to do, get as many item upgrades and stuff as well. Okay, we're gonna have to destroy that because it's in that way. And now that we have missile upgrades, we can destroy the wasp hives. map station. Walk into the map station holograms to download the map of the area you're in. Yeah, I meant to do that in the Orpheon, but... Oops. We're in the ruined gallery. I think these should give us some missiles as well. Apparently not. Actually, I think we can.
Recording to logbook.
Missile ammunition. Supplies missile launcher with 3 rounds of ammo. Problem is, I'm getting the taking out without taking much damage. Yeah, it's weird. Some collectibles are scannable, some aren't.
Recording to logbook.
Like all the upgrade ones aren't scannable, really. I mean, you can scan them. They don't add like a thing in the logbook. Then all the regular collectibles are. So. Okay, so we can either head up. Or we can head down there, which I know will get us an upgrade, or get some of our gear back. I'm not going to spoil what it is, but we'll get some gear back. Let's see. Oh right, we couldn't get here because we need said gear. What's interesting I've noticed is at the top now, because this is new to the Remastered, you can kind of see just above the health bar, you kind of see these like pale blue squares where the energy tank upgrades go. And you can kind of see how many there are in the game. I don't remember that being there in the original, which is interesting because it shows you exactly how many there are, so you know how many you're missing. I mean, maybe it was fairly obvious in the game itself, like originally, because of the way the brackets are around it, but I think that's quite nice little detail. Tiny little quality of life thing that probably isn't that noticeable, but I think is quite helpful in the long run. What the heck? So many beetles. Gee, I wonder where we have to shoot that. Nope. No idea.
Recording to logbook.
Morphology. Plated beetle. Heavily armor-bearing insect. Vulnerable only in the rear abdomen. Ah. Great. Wouldn't have guessed. Damn it. Kind of have to wait for him to, like... charge. So you kind of have to wait. Which isn't great, but... It's weird you could still target him even though he kind of died there for a split second. I guess because technically he was still classed as an enemy until the cutscene comes in. We receive the human anatomy defying morph ball technique. Split orbs seem to be a simple light source. Multiple microscopic fractures found throughout the sandstone's wall section. Yeah, I think when we get the multiple bombs we can blow that up. But now we can go explore the upper level. What might be worth actually is now we have the multiple, we can go through that hole behind the war wasp hive, like the big Chozo one, I mean, the totem. We can get probably an end. I think it's another energy tank, but it might be a missile launcher. Also, I think there's a save room back in that in that last area, last room. So we'll head there after we've grabbed the upgrade. I think the general plan will be we will try to get to the various suits at the very least today. I'm not sure how long that'll take. I'm not gonna lie, we're getting through this a lot quicker than I expected. Like, I didn't think we would have defeated the Hive Totem within an hour. Which is good. Access to Magmore Caverns North granted. We sent hologram. I don't think we're gonna do that yet. Oh no. Right, let's get out of there because we can't get through there anyway. me.
Recording to logbook.
Chozo script translated. The future is a vague thing, ever-changing and always in doubt. Even if we Chozo could gain the ability to foresee the future, it would be a hollow gift, for we would never hope to control what has yet to occur. The fountain is an example of this. The day may come when its water dries up, and there is nothing we could do to stop such a tragedy. But we do know this. Unlike the uncertain flow of water, the power of our will is strong and enduring. The will of the Chozo will never run dry. So there's a missile upgrade in here. Look is active, but its key is let steel bear weak metal grating. Appears to be the second of 3 locking mechanisms that seal the gate. I think this actually might loop us back outside. Yeah, you can see the map, that takes us back to the main courtyard. I have a feeling there's something in this room. It might just be a corridor. Nice. I think I was kind of hoping we would end up with an energy tank at the end of that, but wasn't hopeful. Wait, no, that's not what I said. I was hoping for that, but then wasn't it? Wasn't expecting it. I was hoping it, but right, I haven't got time. I think all the music in this game is a remix of some kind from an older Metroid game. I remember reading that once. I'm not 100% sure what this is supposed to be a remix of, if I'm honest.
Recording to logbook.
It's probably something from Metroid 2, but I don't remember. A new Chozo lore entry has been downloaded. Chozo script translated. The surges of negative energy brought by the meteor far exceed our expectation. We Chozo have yet to find a way to rid ourselves of the great poison. All we can do now is seal it away and wait for the day when the power to purify them. I think I accidentally let go of that now. We Chozo have yet to find a way to rid ourselves of the great poison. All we can do now is seal it away and wait for the day when the power to purify the poison appears. However, it is already impossible to collect all the pieces of the great poison, as it is already spread, seeping into the planet and hardening. Right, so probably shouldn't defeat the Plasmites actually, because gonna need them to see where we're going. Fountain choked by overgrowth. Toxin levels are high. Right, do we want to go left or right? Let's go left. I could hear the upgrade jingle. Morphology, Shriek Bat. Territorial Cerealing Dweller. Temperature peaks at 121 centigrade. No, damn. Let's suggest the presence of a runic symbol here. Okay, so well, this is the route we need to go on. but we're going to head back and go through to the other room. Because I want to see what's through there, if there's any upgrades or... anything we can grab now whilst we're here, but I have a feeling... Oh, too hot. Yeah, we can't get through there until we get the Varia suit. We can actually scan this guy now.
To logbook.
Morphology, Reaper Vine, powerful rock-dwelling tentacle. A single eye upon the Reaper Vine keeps its constant vigil, but its vision is limited to 10 meters. A scythe-like appendage on its tip is honed to lethal sharpness. The Reaper Vine will swing its blade wildly at anything that enters its zone of perception. This runic symbol has been activated. 4 runic symbols in this room must be activated, so that's basically going to give us entry to the next section. The guy just came out of nowhere. For some reason I was just getting really caught on the wall there. I'm pretty sure that that corridor only exists to show off some of the HUD stuff and effects. Just like, look what we can do. Isn't it cool?
Recording to logbook.
Save station. Step into these stations to save your game and fully restore your energy. I will say, I think a thing I can't, quality of life thing I wish they'd added was maybe sort of an auto save or a quick save function. I guess it kind of ruins the pacing a little bit, have that, but though, so I can see why they wouldn't. It just feels like a very I guess Metroid kind of does it, but still does it, but it just feels like a very 2002 video game idea. That which fouls the waters seeks the sun. See, what that's actually pretty clever, because that is going to be actually a hint for the boss battle we're going to have to do at some point soon. Great poison comes from Talon's core. So that's why you scan everything, because then you see all the yeah, I know. I have just realised I think we have inadvertently gone the right direction. Because in order to do the section that I thought we were going to do up in the big arboretum room, we actually have to get the item that's here. Large metal gate blocked the entrance to the area beyond. 4 runic symbols adorn the surface. And basically, doing this basically foreshadows what we have to do in the Arboretum anyway, I think is the idea. Where we have to get the 4 symbols. God damn it. That's fine. We need to be down here anyway. Four unique symbols was deactivated, so that's 2. I think there's one here. Crap, need to get off. Just had it in my head there was one that was hidden by crates. Vague memory of that being a thing. Oh. String symbols been activated. 4 unique symbols has been activated. Cool, so that's 3 out of 4. Just gotta find the 4th one. So I don't remember where that 4th one is. Crap. Maybe we have to destroy something. I don't think it'd be that high up, but ah, there it is. It's right by the door.
Recording to logbook.
Disaster struck suddenly. We had a vague, dark foreboding, and it became... That goes in again. Disaster struck suddenly. We had a vague, dark foreboding, and it became truth. A meteor appeared from nowhere, casting a dark shadow of debris over the land with the violence of its impact. Its destructive force spent. The fallen star burned itself out rapidly, and the instant should have faded into memory. But the meteor brought with it corruption. A great poison burst forth into the land, a strange energy that clawed at natural life with ferocity. That strange negative energy emitted from the meteor expanded to encompass Talon 4 in a night, as a spider weaves a web. Thanks. So yeah, so you're getting more, it's all kind of building up a little bit. You're getting more, it's painting more of a picture. Anyway, we've got the charge beam back. And new extras. see, I vaguely remembered there being a missile upgrade in here. I was kind of just using the charge beam to destroy it. Kind of hoping that that would work, but I wasn't 100% sure if I remembered it correctly because it might have been a different item that you used. But it worked, so... Turns out my memory isn't as bad as I thought it was. Anyway, let's go save now, I've got that. I think another... another thing that annoys me about this save room aspect in this game is... Again, and it's a very like old video game problem that I don't think really you get a lot of as much now, is sometimes how far the save rooms can be from so when you die against a boss, sometimes the save rooms can be quite far from where that boss is, so you have to traverse back to the boss. And, you know, that path's been with enemies, so there's potential of you taking damage or dying before you can get to the boss, so you're going to the boss in less than ideal situations. Which I think can add an element of jeopardy and challenge. And also there's kind of like a bit of a... I'm trying to think of what the term is. Like a bit more of a reward, I guess. And showing off kind of... giving more of a realistic sort of ecosystem to the world. I don't really know what I'm saying, but... I don't know. Actually, I don't even know where we're going at this point, I'm just wondering. And then we're going to get back to the Arboretum, but... we may not be able to progress further through here. Oh, nice.
Recording to logbook.
There you go.
Recording to logbook.
Stone Toad. Preys on creatures smaller than itself. Vulnerable only from within. These actually look more like an enemy now. I vaguely remember that just being around and it just... not looking like an enemy and then it eats you. Oh wait. I think there's another boss in here. Are we supposed to do this yet? I mean, this is all just like... it's basically just learning how to strafe really. It's kind of a bit of a strafe tutorial. Wait, this might be different.
Recording to logbook.
Fudgy, barbed wall wasp. Airborne insect with the ability to launch its stinger at prey. It definitely is. And also...
Recording to logbook.
Morphology, incinerator drone. Programmed for high temperature waste disposal. Device schematics indicate a high risk of malfunction when internal power core is damaged. The unit has minimal combat programming but can defend itself if necessary. This drone's intense heat blasts compensate for its lack of battle prowess. Yeah, I can't remember what this boss gives you. Maybe we're gonna get the multiple bomb actually. you. Okay. Yeah, we're building up our arsenal a lot quicker than expected. Like about an hour and 20 minutes in, we've already got the charge beam, multiple bombs. Yeah, we're doing and the missiles as well. Doing pretty good. I'd say we'll have the grapple beam in no time, but we won't get the grapple beam for a very long time. I think that's like one of the last upgrades. Well, I might as well use it. You know, whilst we're here. Just remember that I haven't scanned those big missile tanks yet. Yes, you can use, it might have been that tutorial section just 11 minutes ago, but you can use multiple bombs to jump in multiple form. It's used to do a bunch of puzzles later on. I don't love it as a way of jumping, but it's kind of a very classic Metroid thing. Let's defeat this Toad. Gives us access to whatever this is. Basic systems appear to be operational, although I should operate once power has been restored. You can kind of hear like a slight timer thing, so it means that we're going to get there quickly. This is a video game after all. Think we're gonna do it? Hey. Yeah, I mean, I think this game's really well designed, and that like, there's definitely a way. I don't know how it pulls it off, but it's sort of like you wander through these areas, and you're like, I think I'm not going the right way. I think I'm just exploring and seeing what I'm doing, and then it turns out to be exactly where you need to go. Nice. And it does help that I have like a lot of memories and sort of have a vague idea of the next objectives. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to the save room. And then we are gonna go back to the Arboretum. So that's a big area. We've got bombs now, so we can explore a bit more. Right, actually, I think we can skip this section together. You can hear the upgrade jingle. some rooms of the game, if there is an upgrade, like a missile launcher or an energy tank or whatever, you get this kind of sound like that plays, and when you're nearby it, which is great. If you have like turn the music off, it's really obvious, but it's quite a nice little subtle addition. Like, so it adds texture to like the music and atmosphere as well, but it's also a part like a hidden system. It works really well. I mentioned this is a good video game because this is a good video game.
Recording to logbook.
You scanned 25% of the logbook. New extra logbook to the main menu. Yeah, we're not going to be scanning 100%. We've already screwed that one up. Right, so we've now got another 4 rooms to find. We've already found one, and this is going to be the second. Yeah, so we did need to go on that detail to get the multiple bomb. Because these blocks can be destroyed by multiple bombs. Nope. Don't know why I pressed Y to use the missiles, but did, and that's the thing we now have to live with. Huh. Okay, so if you leave the room, it doesn't reset the symbols. That's good to know. Well, at least we know where that one at the bottom is. So I think Samus can take full... Yeah, Samus takes full damage. Pretty sure she does, so... Right, so that's 3 down, we just have to find the last one. Overwhelming toxin levels of rotted leaves. As I say, imagine it's somewhere like halfway up. It's absolutely right, and it was right in front, right next to us. If we scan the
Recording to logbook.
toxin weed here. Venom weed. Poisonous plant that retracts into the ground a friend. Sorry, venom weeds evolve to thrive in the habit of large organisms. They blurp out brightly coloured leaves, then detonate with tiny barbs that deliver a powerful toxin. Venom weeds venom weeds rapidly decompose anything that succumbs in their mists. Nope. Not sure if this is going to be a multiple bomb or charge beam. Sandstone. So I don't know why I keep pressing Y to use the multiple bomb. Oh. I was literally just about to say, well, we're going to this next section with full health, which is good. I guess we technically are now. Because, I mean, I'm sure you get a big dome section like that. It's going to be fine. There's not going to be anything there. We don't need to worry about that. So remember that tag we saw earlier that said off the source of the toxin feeds off sunlight? Well, that's the source of the toxin. It takes so long to scan. Morphology. Flagra. It's the most plant is the source of toxic water neurons. Flagra's growth cycle has been radically accelerated. As a result, it requires near constant exposure to solar energy to remain active. Flagra's outer shell thick and durable. Though its low root system is unprotected and vulnerable. However, exploit the spore when possible. Concentrated weapon fire can daze it for short periods. We also need to scan the line. The Flagra's tentacles fills the central narrow drainage channel. Analysis indicates that Flagra's central nervous system is located at the base of the structure. Well, that was quick. Oh, I totally forgot how you need to use the multiple bombs in this battle. Oh yeah, I think we need to like knock him out, or else he will reactivate the things. Right, should be down for the count. Probably should just use missiles, to be honest. Over here. Right, we need to get over here and quickly. Let's take more advantage of dashing across. Well, I think that's it. I think he's down. That's our first, second, I guess, technically, Parasite Queen, major boss. We're getting sorted. That's like the major Chozo Ruins area boss, if I recall correctly. I remember when I first did this, many years ago. Take me several attempts. Now kind of. And I'm surprised actually how quickly we got through that. I think I expected to lose a bit more health. But at least we've got the Varia suit back. Dangerous areas of heat are now accessible. Yeah, so there was that heat room that we saw earlier that we technically can visit. Toxin sounds negative, water is free of poison. And now obviously all the water in the Chozo Ruins area is free to sort of wander through, although I don't recommend it because water is heavy and really restricts movements. If only there was a actually we can scan that. If only there was an item that allowed us to move through water easier.
Recorded to logbook.
Pulse Bombu. Life form of raw energy. Periodic releases explosive segments. Pulse Bombus are energy beings, vulnerable to most known weapons. Electrical energy can harm them, however. They lack any intelligence beyond an instinctive attraction to other charged energy sources. Pulse Bombus can produce energy constantly. All excess energy is shed, regardless of who or what may nearby. Yeah, basically, we can't defeat that guy yet. What?
Recorded to logbook.
Oculus. Wall crawler that generates electrical pulses. The Oculus exposes a single eye when active. Its electrical field that covers it is enough to determine its predators. If the Oculus detects anything capable of presenting a real threat, it retracts into its impenetrable shell. Okay, so we've done a full circle back into the elevator area now. I think the best thing would be to move on to Magmore Caverns. Because we don't need to go back through Chozo Ruins, and because we've got the Varia suit now, we can easily navigate the heat of it. You ready to hear one of the best pieces of music in the game? seconds, and you can hear the drums already. I really like the way kind of it builds up and forebodes the It's really cool. Are these different? No. God, look at that lighting. I hope Line 4 looks like this. Like looks good. In fact, it'll probably look better.
Recording to logbook.
Grisby. Subvolcanic carrion feeder. Carapace can be breached by missiles. Grisby's carapace is infused together by superheated air. Its barrier stands up to everything but computer's concussive blasts. Its intelligence is limited to instinctive scavenging patterns. I hope Metroid Prime 4 looks as good as this. I hope it plays as good as this. I'm guessing this is the engine or the base mark they're using for the game. But yeah, who knows? I'm hoping. But I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't, because it's been a long time, that we see something of it this year. Because I kind of feel like it's been, what, 5 years since it was announced? They have to show something, and they can't. I mean, obviously, this was an amazing surprise that this, like, it'd been rumored for a while that this exists and it's out. But you kind of have to go at some point, well, yeah, but the game you promised for 5 years, you have to show that at some point. You can't just fall us off with a really nice looking remaster. God, I love these enemies. This is a really cool design. Magmor, fire-breathing serpent that dwells in lava. Magmors are for extreme heat zones, and are susceptible to rigid attack forms. Sightless, they navigate the lava currents using their sonar receptors. Magmors have a keen sense of smell, enabling them to pinpoint targets with startling accuracy.
Recording to logbook.
Puffer. I think at some point soon we're going to be getting the space jump boots, which allow us to double jump. I have a vague recollection. Oh no, that's not good. I don't think any of the music's been remastered. I think this is all like just the original audio. Maybe it's been cleaned up for like Dolby Atmos or whatever. But I mean, it doesn't really need it. It's still great.
Recording to logbook.
Triclops, hard-shelled creature with powerful jaws. Triclops is a hunter-gatherer. It collects small creatures and bits of foodstuffs, then deposits them elsewhere for later consumption. The hard tripetite mandibles it uses to move earth and rock are quite strong and difficult to escape once snared. Basically, don't get got. Ah, crap, I got got. Guessing there isn't anything else we could have done down here. No. So we can go left or right. I'll try going left, but I have a feeling we might be limited. Nope, that worked. This might be the right direction to go in that case. Yeah, this feels right. These might be different than ones in... Nope. Okay, they're basically the same as the ones in the Orpheum, but stronger. Oh cool, you can see like the little heat lines. Not right now, but back when we're going for that tunnel. It's a neat detail. I don't think that was there in the original. Nope. I just miss out that. Little vent tunnel. I'm sure there's probably some missile upgrades or energy tanks that we're missing that we probably could grab now from here. It's a tunnel overworld west. Great. We'll probably need to go that way. Yeah, because we can't go any further through here. I am tempted to... No. I was thinking maybe when we were debating whether to go left or right in that big cavern area, about doing that right path, but I think ultimately if we keep on carrying on back to Talon Overworld, I think we're going to get the space jump boots, so around now, so I think that would be a good thing to grab anyway. Keep on the main path. I have a feeling there might be something down here. Cool. Now these guys again. Yeah, there's something about these like these more high-res sprites. It is just makes everything look so much cleaner and brighter. And did I say high-res sprites? Sorry, high-res textures and polygons. They're definitely not sprites. That is something else entirely. Just makes the whole world look cleaner and more brighter and easier to navigate. Like, I think when we were climbing up that tree trunk minutes ago, I remember in the original game that being quite dark and quite difficult to see where you're going, like in terms of the platforming, but now it looks a lot brighter and cleaner. It's so much easier. Right, well now we've got the north board, we head back to our ship. There are a couple of areas. We should be able to explore now. So we stuff like this, which is probably just a missile upgrade, but yeah, even if we'd been able to get under there, we've been to there low. New creature's entry has been added to your logbook. Morphology: Flying Pirate. Pirates are engines equipped for airborne assault. Flying pirates are extremely agile in the air, but in the heat, creatures like jetpacks can be tracked for thermal imaging. While their missiles are extremely potent, their jetpacks are even more so. If the pack fails, they'll make a suicide strike. And they're off. What's this? What's this stuff? They seem very into it. This crate appears to be the same type of container found in the Space Pirate Research Frigate. The material seeping out of the ruptured metal is highly toxic. Analysis indicates that this may be the phazon compound that the space pirates use in their biological experiments. Cool. Sure, it's not a bomb. So we might be jumping the gun here, going down here. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about, water being pretty heavy. I think in later, we can see like the effects of like the phazon on the walls and stuff. That's really neat. I think in later Metroid games, Metroid genuinely almost called Samus Metroid there. I think later Metroid games, Samus gets like a wall grab ability. So even in these first-person games, you can just, I think the specific walls, but you can actually kind of climb up ledges, which you can't do in this game. So it makes a lot of obstacles. What is that? Also, that's cool. It's the I'm gonna try and see if there's another route around. I don't think there is, and I think we need to be able to double jump. Because my recollection is double jumping is key in that section. But yeah, so that's actually the that rubble and that debris is basically the tutorial level from the earlier in the game. It's the Orphean. That we saw earlier. Actually, look at the map. Yeah, it wouldn't make a difference because we'd need another beam upgrade anyway. So, where can we go? Looks like we can get up to this section here. Which might be a good idea. We can at least save at the save at our ship anyway. At the very least. Yeah, they kind of mess with the jumping physics when it gets to your ship. Some kind of gravity works different when you're close to it. It's a gunship. So I'm gonna try. Yes, so oh, this might seedling. Plant-based ground feeder. Dorsal spines can be ejected in self-defense. This isn't where I was hoping to go, but actually I'm kind of glad we've ended up down here, because we are going to need to come back here later. Impact crater. A new pirate data entry has been downloaded to your logbook. Space pirate crypto data to decode it. Field team reports are in on an aged structure of alien design built on the surface of Talon 4. Studies show how the structure projects a containment field. Sorry, it's a very different thing. Projects containment field. This field bars access to a prime source of energy within a deep crater. Science team believes the field is powered by a number of strange Chozo artifacts. We have found some of these relics, and studies on them have begun. As this field could hinder future energy production and operations of Talon 4, we must dismantle it as soon as possible. If this means the destruction of Chozo artifacts, it will be done. I like how this kind of looks a bit like Samson's Visor and gunship, sort of, because this is a Chozo temple, sort of implying sort of the connection between the two. Containment of the Great Poison. This task has fallen to the Chozo, and we will not flee from our duty, even as we suffer with the land and its creatures. We will pour our will into the 12, the artifacts which form the lock that holds this great evil at bay in the depths of the planet. This lock must stand up to all who come to assault it, to preserve the power of the seal and to protect it from those who have meddled in their own designs. We will spread the artifacts across the land, hiding them from prying eyes. The lock must never open until the day comes when the disaster must finally be put right. Well, good luck finding someone to do that. No idea who's going to do that for you. Throughout our living nightmare, as we battle with this unyielding darkness, we chose to see a light. This light grows with promise, chasing the shadows cast with the great poison and purifying that at which has grown toxic. It is strange, though. At times, it looks to our eyes as if the light coalesces into the figure of a woman. Burning brightly, the luminescence ascends from space, then retreats back into the infinite blackness from whence it came. When this prophecy comes to pass, when the light recedes, the Chozo's long vigilance of containment will finally come to an end. No idea who they're referring to there. Right, well we're gonna do that Chozo Hut. We're gonna go to the Artifact Temple a bit later, I think. I think we'll sort that out when we need to. I think what we're going to do, now we've hit 2 hours, I think I'm going to try to get to the next section, get to the save point there, and then I think we're probably going to call it. I think there was a missile locked door we can get through now, which would be great. So I feel like I'm losing my voice. Legend seems to be giving off low levels of radiation. No match is found in flora or fauna database. Because I wonder if we can... No, we can't get into that area because we need... we didn't have a boost upgrade. Right, so what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go back down to Magma Caverns. We're going to take that other route that we were going to. Means a little bit of backtracking, but it's not too bad. Because I think we are going to be heading to Fendrana at this point. Still tracking Ridley, I mean that's still our main quest. But then there's also this whole thing with the Great Poison and the Phazon that we've intentionally brought more of onto the planet, which are bad, I guess. I mean, we weren't directly responsible for that, just destroying the parasite queen led to the reactor core being destroyed, the frigate being cut down. I mean, to be fair, the phaser was already here and has already affected the environment. So. Trying to be very careful. Someone didn't install guardrails. Are they, yeah, there they are. Yeah, see, like, you can see like the heat levels, heat rising. It gets all sort of wavy. That's really cool. Cool detail. In a game full of them. Oh crap, maybe we actually can explore up here. Interesting. I thought it was kind of a bit dead-endy, but it looks like it might not be. I think this is supposed to be like a mining facility. Immersion pistons are leaching power from the magma pools as planned. Geothermal power source is promising. Recommend energy command to activate central dynamo and switch to geothermal power at once. Can you report any signs of magma predator activity to security central at once? Local crystal formalization possess low phase on residue. Geothermal power routing station is complete. Unstable magma flow is a concern. Remove tower from geothermal grid if fluctuations exceed safety levels. Just be wondering if we can get higher. I think we can't. No. I have a recollection of there being like a really tough energy tank or missile upgrade here. It's really hard to get because it is reliant on multiple bomb jumping. Access to Findrana drifts north granted. Right, we're going from one extreme to another. From the hot heat to the cold ice. I genuinely almost want to say cold. Anyway,
Recording to logbook.
Flickerbat, scavenger of optical camouflage and invisible to the naked eye. Flickerbats are deceptive creatures. The only way to track them reliably is with X-ray imaging. They fly ceaselessly, hunting insects and other small prey that floats on the air currents. Flickerbats tend to fly in cyclical hunting patterns, using primitive sonar to navigate. I don't know if you can... Well, never mind then. I don't think you can hit them without, like, a special visor. Turns out you can. Well, I think we're gonna have to do a lot of first-person platforming fairly soon, which is going to be a lot of fun. Actually, what we're going to do, I think this room here, in this cave, is a save room. So I think we're going to, I think we're going to call it here. Actually, I'm just wondering. Yeah, we'll call it here, because then we can spend the next stream exploring Findrana a bit more, and we can kind of do the whole Findrana section, because we're going to be in Findrana for a while, if I recall correctly. So I think we'll do that next time But yeah, this is a good, making a good promising start on the game. Um, this game still rules. It holds up fairly well. No, very well. It holds up really well. It always doesn't feel like an old game at all. It's genuinely impressive in that way. I feel like it's always been a bit ahead of its time in a way that I don't think it really got appreciated until, honestly, until this remaster came out and people were sort of talking about it and how great the game is and how great it's always been. I feel it's kind of been a bit under the radar because of its status as like a GameCube game, and it's like because GameCube didn't sell very well, so it kind of got a bit buried under that. So I don't know. Actually, you know what? I think we're gonna keep going. I kind of want to keep going. Screw it. Let's just keep going. I've got nothing on today. Let's just play support Metroid for another. I always find when I stream, I look at because I can see like how long we've been going in the corner, and it's like 2 hours 10 minutes. And I'm like, well, that's great, but that feels like it always feels a bit short. I used to hate when I started streaming. I used to hate like doing streams that were. I used to hate doing streams that were only like an hour long. I always felt like, well, and then it became I hated doing streams that were less than an hour and a half because it kind of always felt a bit like you're only really getting started. And then I noticed we've been doing 2 hours and I was like, maybe that's a good time to quit. But then I was looking at just now when I was sort of about to wrap up, and I was like, actually 2 hours 10 minutes, I feel like and the fact it's only 11 o'clock, and I was like, oh, I can really do more. I really could keep going. I really love this game. This platform is kept aloft by a gas-based propulsion system attached to its underside. There's so much more we can keep talking about. Keep going, and this section is I think this section is one that people will really love. Gradients become brittle due to temperature fluctuations. Large traces of radium detected. I feel like those iceberg enemies kinda look like Pokemon. Yeah, I think this area is kind of quite beloved by people, fans of the game. It's not I don't know if it's my favourite area, but I kind of like all the icy ruins, and I think it's kind of a neat vibe to it. And the music's great. There's like a cool remix that comes in later. That if you've watched any Nintendo YouTubers, you'll have heard, because they use it a lot. Oh, we haven't scanned these guys, we should do that.
Recording to logbook.
Scatter Bombu. Pulsing tendrils of energy extend from the creature's body. Like all Bombus, these creatures can only be harmed by electrical energy. Proximity to these life forms may result in electrical visor interference. It is possible to avoid engaging Scatter Bombus by rolling into the morph pool and slipping between the irritating energy streams. Right, tell me that now. I've already done it.
Recording to logbook.
Baby Sheegoth, glacial predator. Ice shell protects the vulnerable dorsal area. Young Sheegoths grow a resilient shell of ice on their backs, which serves to protect a layer of vulnerable flesh. With this being their only weak point, baby Sheegoths will turn quickly in order to not allow the predators the opportunity to strike at their backs. Powerful hunters, they fire bursts of ultra-cold gas at potential prey, then feast on the frozen victim. Nature, man. Nature is really something. Well, hopefully Spoke too soon. I was going to say, hopefully they won't wake up and we won't have to deal with them. They have really cool design though. I like their design. And it looks even obviously better with all the extra like lighting and texture stuff like the ice and like the ice cracks on the back. I'm really looking forward to seeing what the actual like Sheegoth looks like. I mean, obviously I know what it looks like, but how much more detail and how cool it's going to look in HD. Yeah, see these little guys. These little guys look kind of Pokemon-y. Because I think there is a Pokemon called Ice Mite. Is that his name? And I just realised we haven't scanned them yet.
Recorded to logbook.
Crystallite. Territorial all-weather scavenger. Shell of crystallite reflects beam weapons can only be cracked by a concussive blast. They hang upside down in an ice cave during their larval stage. Moisture runs off the body and forms the hard ice shell, which the crystallite retains for the rest of its life. Yeah, it's going to be a whole lot of platforming coming up. Might be a cool boss fight though. Hopefully.
Recorded to logbook.
Ice Burrower. Burrower adapted to sub-freezing climates. A hardy life form, the Ice Burrower has adapted to the frigid climate of Vendrana. It spends most of its time tunneling through the frozen soil, but occasionally it surfaces to attack passers-by. Ah, my visor got gooped. Just gonna ignore that and move on. Oh cool, we're back here. Right, well we can't defeat these guys yet. So, and we can't even use our charger beam actually around here. Like a purple door. That's not important. Chozo lore.
Recorded to logbook.
Chozo script translated. As the great poison reaches ever further into the planet, we Chozo begin to feel the gnawings of despair. Before it is too late, we now make our last stand. We have begun to build a temple to contain this darkness. In its heart we will place a cipher, a mystical lock powered by 12 artifacts and filled with as much power as we Chozo can harness. We wonder though, even when we are done, will it be too late? And will the power of the temple, and the cipher itself, provide strong enough to hold back the poisonous tide that even now swells over the ground, threatening all life? Okay, so we've got to find a way up, basically. Or down. We can go through here. Ooh, more lore.
Recorded to logbook.
So many creatures suffer beneath the blight upon the land, and we Chozo are no exception. But for all of our pain, we can at least believe in the promise of the future. We have come to believe that a time may never come when we can once again open the door and banish the darkness we've contained. Even so, our vigilance will forever remain. We believe that on some far-off day, a saviour will come and continue what we have begun. For that saviour, we will leave our ancient weapons and armour. The soul who can gather them will be the untrusted one, the only one who can reverse the evil that grows here. Okay. I think I kind of forgot that was like the actual plot and reason why there are upgrades other than the suit ones that we have. Yeah, it's because it shows they're interesting than Stew. And I think the pirates kind of co-op. And then, well, as well, which, like, they find them because the pirates have been here for a bit already. Uh-oh. Too heavy. It's too much weight on it. Boost ball. Yeah, so what this does is obviously means you can boost up, you can boost and go real fast in the North Ball. But also, like, there are half-pipe structures in the game, and you can use the boost ball to get at them, basically. So you can see here, it's almost like it's a tutorial. Use that to get up onto this platform. Now, you may remember there was one over in Talon Overworld. And we're going to go back to that at some point. Don't know when, but we will. Probably sooner rather than later, because I feel like I keep going back to it, but I've just got this annoying feeling that we get the space jump boots soon. But I might be completely wrong about that. More baby she-goths. That's a really cool visual. I really like that. Like just the shadow of Ridley just over the land. Also good, like, evidence that, yeah, he's still out there. Right, so I don't... Is there anywhere else in Fintrana we can explore yet? Because I'm thinking... we head back to Talon Overworld. Because I don't think we can get up to the here yet. Yeah, no. Yeah, I think we go back to Hotel Overworld and we get that boost ball. Sorry, we use the boost ball on that half pipe. And then that should at least unlock us some kind of upgrade, which we kind of need anyway. We'll probably need anyway, regardless if it's like an actual item or a missile or energy tank. Always good to have those. It is kind of backtracking, I guess, but I wonder if we can. No. 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 Yeah, you can use the morph bombs to jump up there. I just very paranoid doing so. I'm not massively concerned about dying and having to restart at this point. Now, there is a door we can go through here. I don't know if we've been through yet. Oh yeah, we have been through. I think this is the route. No, it's the route back we need to go. Which actually was probably the way we kind of did it in the wrong order. Because like, I think the idea was we're supposed to have gone to Fendrana. Got the boost ball, then headed back this way. Instead we sort of went this way, did a bunch of stuff, then went to Fendrana. Whereas I think you're supposed to be going through for the first time now. Whatever, that's kind of part of the fun of Metroidvanias really, where it is that sort of exploration and figuring out the right path to take and making mental notes of where to go. Actually, we should probably defeat the magma because and that take us to Talon. God, I wish you could skip these. It's a shame they're so integral because they're loading scenes. Sorry, loading screens. I think the idea is also if you get lost in this game, which like at this point I think is very easy to do, and it's very easy to sort of get through that section and try and be like, oh, I don't know where we go now. I mean, I'm kind of in that boat. Like I have a vague idea, but there is a hint system in this game. Like you will occasionally get a scanners indicate something here, telling you basically where the next place to go is. which I thought we had on, and I'm surprised we haven't had like a thing come up. Just wait for it to fire. Fire that back. No. Helps if I press the right button. I think we can destroy this, yeah. Oh, I think this is it. I think we're about to, yeah. Look at them. I mean, they're not as nice as the Mario boots that you can now see at Nintendo World New York City. But they're pretty good. Spoiler, you can't actually do that. Basically, now we can double jump, which is very, very handy skill. I don't. Yeah, you actually have to have that. But you can just remember what the trick is. So apparently, you can. Sometimes this ship, it is possible to get onto this platform here, so you can get this base jump almost immediately, which is really cool. I don't know how you pull that off. But it's definitely doable. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for today. For real this time, I think we're going to call it there. So thank you for joining me for the stream today. I love this game. I am going to be playing more of it. And I hope you can join me for that whenever that next happens. Might be tomorrow, might be next week. Don't know. But yeah, so we'll continue with this. A bit more, at least one more stream. And so hope you have a good rest of the day, a good evening, a good weekend, and I will see you next time. Thanks for hanging out. And as always, au revoir, baby. See you next time. Bye bye.